I want to be honest with you because not many coaches actually are. But fat loss takes a lot longer than you think it's going to take. So when you see this do this challenge and drop 1 stone in a month, or do this diet, follow this plan and drop 10 kilos in 30 days, it's a bit far-fetched. Which is why, for example, it took Elaine a lot longer than a few weeks to drop 22 kilos. The same goes for Charlotte, who dropped 20 kilos, and Robin, who dropped 18 kilos and reversed her obesity markers. So in this video, I want to give you a realistic expectation of what you can expect on a weight loss journey, as well as how long it's going to take you. Stage 1, and when I'm talking about stage 1, I'm talking about the first 30 days, is probably the most crucial time period on a weight loss journey. And the reason for that is because of unrealistic expectations down to diet culture, what you see online from social media to what your friends talk about, and what you think is going to actually happen. What you shouldn't expect to happen is drastic changes when you look in the mirror. You shouldn't also expect to see a 10 kilo weight loss inside the first 30 days. All that does is set you up for failure, because when it doesn't happen, because it's really, really unrealistic, you are then left disappointed and frustrated when you've been putting in a lot of hard work and been putting in a lot of effort and haven't seen a bigger reward as you expected to happen. So then you just end up frustrated and all you end up doing is quitting and giving in. But what you can expect to happen on a weight loss journey inside the first 30 days is smaller wins. You can expect to see subtle changes when you look in the mirror. You can expect to see 1 to 2 kilo weight loss. You can also expect to see having more energy, clothes fitting better, not feeling as tight as they once did. To be looking in the mirror and noticing little differences when you see your body. From feeling fitter and stronger, and also getting better at what you're actually doing in the first place. Which is crucial, because what you have to be doing is the right habits, and that is what you should be focusing on, is building consistency, doing the right thing. But that is really, really important, because you have to be doing the right thing in the first place to actually get the needle moving in the right direction on a weight loss journey. Because if you're not doing the right thing, it's just going to again end up leaving you frustrated when you get to the end of the month, when you do another progress check-in and not see as much progress as you thought, because you've been wasting time doing the wrong thing. And when I'm talking about the right thing, what I'm talking about is focusing on your calorie intake, focusing on keeping a high protein diet, focusing on trying to move as much as possible and increasing your daily step target by 1,000 to 2,000 steps, and getting yourself in the gym 2 to 3 times a week and building your strength and building that muscle and also building that fitness up that we all need. But it's crucial that you focus on the right habits and doing the right thing, and not expecting a big change come the end of the first 30 days. Don't expect a drastic change to happen, because again, you're just going to set yourself up for failure. Expect small wins, but try focus on that first period on building consistency, doing the right habits. Don't waste time focusing on taking this supplement, focusing on burning calories when you're in the gym. What you've got to focus on is doing the right thing. And I actually have 4 weeks free coaching, which is in the link below, which is going to give you the habits and targets that you need to focus on, and also help you kickstart your weight loss journey. And it's in the link down below in the description. But stage 2 of a weight loss journey is when the magic starts to happen. Because like I said to you at the very beginning, fat loss takes a lot longer than you think. And when I'm talking about stage 2, I'm talking post 30 days, and I'm talking months down the line. So again, we're talking about a lot longer than you originally thought on a weight loss journey, because losing body fat takes a lot longer than you think. And we've also got more than what we think we do that we have to lose in the first place. You have more weight and more body fat than you think you need to lose. But being successful on a fat loss journey is all about repeating the same habits on a day-to-day basis, repeating the same habits on a weekly and monthly basis. And how you do that is you do it through making it easy for yourself, but also trying to enjoy the journey along the way at the same time. And I get it, when you think about trying to enjoy the journey, you think about doing things like still being able to go out for a meal, still being able to have that pizza every now and then, still being able to celebrate your birthday, have a little bit of chocolate here and there. I actually think doing that stuff is crucial to long-term success, because if you try to eradicate that stuff and take it away from your life, you're just going to make it so much harder, because very few people have that extreme amount of discipline to be able to do that. But success on a weight loss journey boils down to consistency and doing the right thing over and over again. It also boils down to making it easy for yourself, but also making it enjoyable at the same time. For example, if you look at Charlotte, Robin and Elaine, who I spoke about at the beginning, if they didn't enjoy what they were doing, do you really think that they've got to the position they're in now? Do you really think that they've been able to lose 18 to 22 kilos on the weight loss journey if they didn't enjoy what they were doing? or if I stop them from doing the things that they do enjoy. Like, you won't get as far as you think if you don't do those things. Because social calendars and being able to go out for a meal or go out for a few drinks every now and then is just part of our life. It's part of your journey. And that stuff is not going anywhere. When I look at my own weight loss journey from where I started to where I am now, the first initial phase of trying to lose body fat took 9 months. So it took 9 months where I had social occasions, I had birthdays to celebrate, I had holidays to go on, I had stag do's to go on. And these things are part of your life. So it didn't stop me just because I had those things going on. I only managed to do it and get there though because of the habits that I was doing in the first place, and it's because I made it easy as possible for myself. But it's also those things that made it more enjoyable. Because if I didn't have them and just focused on doing, eating well, eating a healthy balanced diet and just did that stuff, I would have got bored at some point. I know I would have. I would have got bored, or I would have found it very hard to carry on going. So having that stuff every now and then isn't the problem. The problem is not doing it for long enough and not doing it consistently enough and not actually repeating those habits. That's what stops you getting that place where you want to get to. So like I said, you've got to make it enjoyable. In stage 2, when you're talking months down the line, is where the magic happens. And like I said, it took me 9 months. It took me 9 months on that position to get to that position. And then where I am now has been years on down the line, which leads me nicely to my final point, and that's stage 3. Once you've lost all the body fat that you want to lose, and when you're in a position where you are confident, you are comfortable, and you're happy in your own skin, like, I can't tell you what that position is. You will know when you feel good. You will know when you feel better. You will know when you are truly happy in how you feel. That is where it's really, really important, where you focus on maintaining it. Like, a fat loss journey doesn't just end after you've lost that weight. That is just the start. That's just one piece of a fat loss journey. You've got to learn how to maintain it long term. And like I said to you, for me, for example, it took me 9 months from the beginning to get to that position. So it took me 9 months of dieting to get to this position. But one thing that I'm really, really proud of, I'm really happy in what I've done, is since then, I've managed to maintain it for another 2 years. So I've managed to maintain my shape for 2 years post losing body fat. And that is what it's all about, because I feel better, I feel more confident, I feel happier, I feel better in my own skin, I feel stronger, I've been able to wear the clothes that I want to wear, all that stuff that we all want to do and we all enjoy doing. I've been able to do it for another 2 years because I've actually maintained it. And how you maintain it is by carrying on the habits you've been doing in the first place, which links me back to my original point at the very beginning, is where I talk about you've got to enjoy it and make it easier for yourself. And make sure the habits that you can do is something that you can do repeatedly, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. You've got to build consistency in repeating those habits that you've been doing in the first place. But like I said to you, the most important thing, in my opinion, is maintaining it once you've lost body fat. And that's a whole other part of the journey. That's where you can enjoy life a little bit more. So the calories you're on at the beginning doesn't mean you're on them forever. Because like I said, once you've lost weight, your calories then increase to go to maintenance levels. That's a whole different topic that I'll talk about at a different time. But in my opinion, there is no point losing weight just to regain it again. You've got to learn at some point how to maintain your body weight. Otherwise, you'll just be in the cycle of always trying to lose weight, which is where a lot of people find themselves. They find themselves losing weight, regaining it, then losing it again, then regaining it. And they constantly yo-yo between losing 5 to 10 kilos all the time, rather than just losing it and then keeping it off. So like I said, stage 3 is probably the most important stage, because that is where you actually keep it off forever. But a fat loss journey is just a start. Like, for example, Elaine's kept 22 kilos off for well over a year now. Charlotte's kept it off for well over a year. And Robin is actually touching on 2 years of that weight loss and that weight being gone. But the best piece of advice I could give you is give it time. Don't quit, don't give in, don't be disheartened if you're not moving as quickly as you want to. Everyone around you, everyone doing it, don't judge yourself or don't compare yourself to someone else, because everyone moves at a different pace. So don't judge your journey against someone else's. Just make sure you are being consistent, doing the right thing over a long period of time. Make sure you make it easy for yourself. And finally, make sure you enjoy it, because you've got to enjoy it to make sure you can keep doing it. And like I said at the very beginning, if you need help on a weight loss journey and you want that additional help, make sure you go grab my 4 weeks free fat loss coaching, because it's going to be the kickstart that you need on a weight loss journey.